Well, hey guys, Dave here, and I've been thinking about something. And in this country, we have a lot of national holidays. We even have two holidays for police officers. We have National Police Appreciation Day in January, and then we have actually National Remembrance Day of police officers that have fallen in the line of duty for a whole week in May. So I was thinking we need to start a new holiday based on George Floyd and the things that happened. And I think we should call it National, maybe National People of Color Week, or I was thinking about National Racial Victims Week. Something like that would be good. And I was looking at when we should have this day, and I found the perfect date. Let's do it on Confederate Memorial Day. So many of you may never even heard of Confederate Memorial Day, but it is celebrated in Texas and Florida and Tennessee. It's a cultural holiday observed in several southern U.S. states on various days since the end of the Civil War, to remember the estimated 258,000 Confederate soldiers, or traitors to America, who died in military service. The holiday is observed in late April in many states to recall the surrender, because they lost, it's over with, the South is dead, of the last major Confederate field army at Bennett Place on Wednesday, April the 26th, 1865. The holiday is unofficially observed in most southern states and remains an official state holiday in South Carolina, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and Tennessee. And Confederate Memorial Day is a statutory holiday in Alabama on the fourth Monday in April. In Georgia, the fourth Monday in April was formally celebrated as Confederate Memorial Day. But beginning in 2016, in response to the Charlestown church shooting, the names of Confederate Memorial Day and Robert E. Lee's birthday were struck from the state calendar, and the statutory holidays were designated simply as state holidays. They're still celebrating it, they just changed the name. And in Mississippi, it was observed on the last Monday in April. Why don't they just celebrate it on Hitler's birthday? April, I think, is the 16th or the 26th. You know, Hitler, the Nazis, the Confederates, they can all celebrate their day on the same day. In South Carolina, it is a legal holiday observed on May the 10th. In Texas, where I'm from, yeehaw! It is called Confederate Heroes Day. How are these people heroes? They were traitors to this country. I'm glad they all got blasted, and I'm glad they lost. They're a bunch of freaking traitors who turned on America. They should have been hung in trees. I would have freaking, if I'd have been, Ulysses S. Grant, I know they wanted to heal the nation, but Robert E. Lee and all the rest of them, Jefferson Davis, should have been hung from a tree. In Texas, it's called Confederate Heroes Day and held on January 19th each year. In Tennessee, Confederate Decoration Day is celebrated on June 3rd, the birthday of Jefferson Davis. So as you see, we have a lot of days that we should take. We should take these days and we should make a national holiday. And we can call it George Floyd Day, or we can call it Victims of Racial Discrimination Day, or something like that. I actually like that, Victims of Racial Discrimination Day. And it'd be a national holiday, and we put it on one of these stupid ass Confederate holidays, and we celebrate all the peoples that died because of racial discrimination. And we get rid of all this Confederate, loser, rebel flag, redneck, losers. They lost. You tried and you lost. So get rid of them. I think we need to start a hashtag, George Floyd Day, Victims of Racial Discrimination Day, and put it on one of these stupid ass Confederate days and make a national holiday, and remember, have it a day as a day of remembrance for all of the people whose names we know and whose names we don't know, who suffered racial discrimination, and many of them lost their lives. So it's just an idea I have. This is David. As always, Izzles, if you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you want to like it, like it. I really wish you'd share it. I'm not on Twitter. I actually hate Twitter. I call it Twit. And I'm not on Facebook because I call it Fakebook. And the reason why, you know, I'd like to push this out. I'd like to see it start trending. You know, National Victims of Racial Discrimination Day. Because, you know, I only use YouTube because I can't stand Twitter because they let the president, I can't even stand him and all of his little feeble-minded twit idiots write whatever they want, but then if you respond back to it, oh, then you get hit with something. And then Facebook, oh my God, that's just a big bowl of idiots. So if you like this video, then share it, get it out there. Let's get it trending. Let's take over one of these Confederate holidays and make it, you know, Victims of Racial Discrimination Day. This is David. Thanks very much. Bye.